Hello, 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 and welcome to the Press Y podcast, baby, with Gunner and Pat. Woo!
Woo-wee.
We're here today with some fun, funky, hot, sweaty, drippy, stinky gamer news.
Stinky.
So stinky.
Yeah. It's been a busy week for both of us, hasn't it?
It's been stupid busy.
Yeah, I've got
partially because I shirked all my responsibilities last weekend in order to play Link's Awakening, so I can't blame anyone but myself. But still,
hey, you got to game, and that's all that matters, right?
That's a good point. You're right.
It's all that matters in life is you get into game. As we'll find out later, that doesn't always hold. It doesn't always hold true. So for our first story this week. I'm going to talk about some sales figures for some various things. So the Switch Lite, this is coming from gamesindustry.biz. So the Switch Lite has sold over 160,000 units in Japan, which is crazy. So this is actually 140,000 short of the expected 300,000. So, that's not great on Nintendo's part, or at least on the estimates part, and that actually killed Nintendo's stock by like 4.37%. This is the lowest it's been in 8 months.
I feel like the estimate was just too high, though. That's a crazy high estimate for just Japan.
Well, it's a high estimate, and especially with like no system seller other than like, it's the past library and I guess Link's Awakening, but I don't really like if they're trying to sell it with Pokemon, I feel like they'd sell more. But the other thing that was kind of causing controversy with this number is actually the initial number I believe was 114,000 that was initially reported, and then it was corrected, and so by the time it was corrected, their stock had already dropped. So it kind of sucks, but. Oops. But speaking of Link's Awakening, let's see. Link's Awakening is number 1 on the UK sales chart this week. This is the fastest selling Switch game in the UK this year, which was previously Mario Maker 2. And it beat out Borderlands 3, which came in second for this week in the UK sales chart. And with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe following it and Gears 5 following that.
Gears of War. Oh my god, not Gears of War. If you call it Gears of War, you're a casual, and I will kill you.
Oh my god, he's making threats. It's a presumably kill you, not real life kill, like in the game kill.
Yeah, no, fake kill.
Fake kill. All right. We want to talk about some xCloud, or you want me to talk? Or no,
I don't know jack shit about xCloud.
Then I'll tell you about xCloud.
Why don't you?
So Microsoft announced the xCloud beta. So xCloud, of course, is Microsoft's cloud game streaming platform that's supposed to be launching next year. And the very first beta was announced for Android phones, so no iOS right now. So signups have started, and invites will be coming within the next few weeks or so, according to The Verge. And so the games that are going to be available for the xCloud, starting off, are Gears 5, not Gears of War, but Gears 5, Halo 5, and Killer Instinct, and Sea of Thieves. So you use your Bluetooth controller or Bluetooth to connect an Xbox controller to your phone, and Microsoft is also trying to get xCloud running on carrier networks. So in South Korea, they're working with a company to try to use the 5G network there, which would be very epic. So
here's
5G,
a cool fact.
Obviously,
5G stands for Gamers, Goop, Grobulon, Gibraltar, and that's it. Those are the 5
Good freestyle
Gs.
there. Those are the 5 Gs.
Magic Gs.
But 5G game
the
streaming...
The real 5 Gs were the friends we made along the way.
Yeah. My God. So with 5G, it's actually something that could likely sustain like mobile cloud gaming, because 5G networks are very, very fast, like very, very fast. They also give you cancer, apparently. Not really, but that's something that a lot of people are concerned about for
Cancer?
some reason.
I hardly know it.
Hey, if I get cancer but I have faster internet, I mean, at least I have faster internet. So, but yeah, so that's that. We'll see how it actually ends up playing. I'm sure Microsoft's Azure infrastructure, cloud infrastructure, will run it just fine, but we'll see, because it is one of the first like true gaming streaming experiences, mainstream at least. So let's see what's next. Ooh, It'll Do Too. Patrick, you've played this, haven't you?
I have, and I really liked it too. It's a Link to the Past style clone, really fun art style, really good music, very funny. It's a very funny game. I very much enjoyed it. I have it on Switch.
Oh, you have it on Switch?
I sure do.
Did it come out physical, or is it just...
It came out physical. The first one,
okay.
I think, is digital only, but the second one is out.
That's why, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, well, if you're trying to get it digital, It'll Do Too, well, you're out of luck. So, the publisher, Nicalis, has delisted Ludosity's Zelda-like out of nowhere. So the CEO of Ludosity, Joel Nystrom, noted that about 6 months ago, they terminated Nicalis' publishing rights to the game. But Nicalis notoriously has really bad communication, apparently. And so they haven't heard from them within those 6 months. So it's just been the Wild West. So technically they don't have the rights to the game, but I guess technically they've been publishing it. So out of nowhere, they decide to just take the game off, and that's pretty much it. They just took the game off, didn't notify Ludosity at all, and Joel Nystrom noted that he is just so happy to be done with this publisher. So it's actually self-published by Ludosity on Steam, so you can still pick it up there, and I'm sure we'll see it back up on all the Switch eShop, as well as Xbox and PlayStation shops. So we'll see it back, but it's kind of interesting to see a really weird business situation like that happen. And in other news, Mario Kart Tour came out this week. Patrick, did you download that?
I did. I played it for about 10 seconds, didn't like the way it played, and then I later realized that it had some real shit mechanics, like loot boxes. Won't go into that anymore.
It's a free-to-play game. You can kind of understand how it works.
Yeah, but it's like one of the scummy ones. It's not like...
It's so bad.
It's like Dr. Mario World wasn't like that. Like, it had micro purchases. It had, like, some of the mobile game staples, but it wasn't scummy.
Yeah, this very much feels like just trying to get all your money kind of game.
And it's also just not fun.
It's very much not fun. I will give them credit that there's no, like, stamina meter kind of mechanic that a lot of free-to-play games have, where they'll, like, boot you out of the game for the day unless you pay money. So at least there's not that. But yeah, it feels terrible to play. You know how it gave you, like, 2 ways to control your cart, so you can either steer or drift?
Yeah, you can't do both. But you can't
do both. Like, how stupid is that? And so, like, I picked drift because, like, oh yeah, I'm so good at Mario Kart, whatever. And it's just awkward because, like, you can't do micro adjustments to take, like, little shortcuts or ramps or anything. It's super weird. Like, it's super, super weird. And it, like, auto drives for you and everything. I just, yeesh.
Zooey Mama. That's all.
Zooey Mama. That's a stinker. I'll say that. But I'm sure it'll make money because people like spending money on freemium games for God knows why. But hey, you can play as Pauline. Yay. Cool. Very, very, very cool. Thank you, Mario Kart. Oh, Patrick, you want to cover this next one?
Yeah, so a woman has recently divorced her husband because he was addicted to video games.
Yikes.
She then moved to North Carolina and hooked up with the guy who DJ'd her wedding. And some people are going to say, this is sad. She's divorcing him because of his hobby. Here's what I say. This guy's lucky. And he's lucky because he got out of this relationship before his wife broke his heart. Like all women do. Maybe not initially, but all women will break your heart. So he got out of this before he got hurt too badly. So that's probably good. So I'm happy for him.
Yeah, it still wasn't very cash gamer of her.
I still miss you. Oh, shoot. Sorry, wrong chat.
Wrong call.
Yeah, sorry, wrong call. Whew.
Yeah, that happened. That was a that was a thing that happened in real life. All right, and I'll let you cover this last story. It's going to be a short episode.
So
It's been a busy week. It's been a very...
So Sony held a state of play, but it's not Nintendo, so we don't really care, but we'll still give you the top hits from The Verge. Last of Us 2 got a release window. It's coming out in February 2020. I've always wanted to play the original Last of Us, but I don't have a PlayStation.
That's on my list. Yeah, I watched the trailer that I caught State of Play at the very tail end, so I saw like a couple games at the end, but primarily Last of Us 2, and it's beautiful. Like, it's such a work of art.
I'm thinking of getting a PS5 when it comes out, and assuming that it has backwards compatibility, and then I'll eventually play Last of Us, but I'm excited to see kind of what the reviews say, but I'm going to try to kind of stay away from it so that if I ever do play it, I can have a pure experience. Death Stranding, still no one's quite sure what it is exactly, but, it's a Hideo Kojima project, so I'm sure it'll be good.
Yeah, let me clarify. It is a Hideo Kojima game.
Yes.
In case you didn't know, in case you haven't seen all his tweets about it being a Hideo Kojima game, or him saying it's a Hideo Kojima game, it is in fact a Hideo Kojima game.
But there's a Death Stranding PS4 Pro coming out. Who cares? The creator of Katamari Damacy is coming out with a new game called Wadum.
This is so weird.
Coming out in December. It looks funky. It looks groovy. It kind of looks like Katamari. So, whatever.
It's like in the trailer, you're like trying to bring the world together, like all your friends and stuff. And they just have like samples of little children laughing. And that like pretty much plays throughout the entire trailer. And it's like, it's not supposed to be unnerving, but it kind of is just from that. It's supposed to be like happy-go-lucky or whatever, but I don't know. I like it. It's a little too weird. There's like a little toilet guy in it too who can like flush something. It's super weird. Go watch the trailer for it.
The toilet guy in that game. That game is great. So shut up.
But this is
last and probably least. Civ 6 is coming to PS4. Whoop. Came out in 2016 initially. It's been on Switch for a while now, so PS4 owners suck.
Yeah. This is the second console it's coming to. So Civ, obviously a PC game. I believe Civ 6 is on mobile as well. But yeah, that's about it for the news this week. It's kind of running short. Again, we've been very busy boys, busy bees. So next week we'll definitely have more content for you, but I'm going to go ahead and do a little press Y, though. So this week I am pressing Y for, Link's Awakening music. So I've actually, while I've been studying, that's what I've been listening to this week, just to, focus or whatever. The music in Link's Awakening remake is so good. It's so good. If you go on YouTube, just like every other game, you can find people who have ripped the sound files just straight out of the game, and it's amazing. And I think my favorite song in it is the song that plays actually with Link and Marin on the beach, and it's so good.
It's a remix of the Ballad of the Windfish, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, but it's they do Game Boy samples.
Yeah,
but it's just one little boop at a time, and then they throw some instrumentation in there. And
my favorite part
parts.
is when Marin starts singing ooh ee ooh ah ah ting tang walla walla bing bang, ooh ee ooh ah ah ting tang walla walla bing bang.
Yeah, but high key though, Link's Awakening has been amazing. I'm absolutely loving it, just absolutely loving it. And again, this is coming from someone who played most of the Game Boy game, and then just started to get frustrated because I just don't like black and white games, and I was getting frustrated because I was having trouble with some of the visual cues. I just wasn't catching on to things. But I've also haven't played too many Zelda games because Zelda was never really my thing. But I'm really loving the Switch game. It's probably one of my top 10 games now. Very, very good. So Patrick, do you got any thoughts, any press wise for us?
I'm pressing Y for Diet Coke because it's yummy, no sugar, and no calories. And no, this is not an ad. I just love Diet Coke.
Hey, that's fair. All right. Well, this has been an extremely brief episode of the Press Y podcast. Next week, we'll get y'all some more content. Again, we've both been extremely busy this week, but we appreciate our loyal 5 viewers. And Keep on pressing, fam. Remember, do hashtag, was it S Gang or S Club?
What?
Do you remember for like sex?
Oh, no, I don't remember.
You don't remember? Oh.
I mean, I remember saying it, but I don't remember what it was.
Yeah. Anyway, let's do hashtag S Gang. Yeah. Okay.
The S stands for sex. That's all that matters.
That's a funny joke. Please laugh.
Or does it stand for sadness?
I don't know, dude. I can't really tell.
Probably the latter. It's probably the latter.
It's probably the latter. All right. Keep on pressing, fam. We'll see y'all next week.